there, name's Jordan Leroy Hansen, also known as LeDev, and I decided, since I've been kind of busy with all the card reviews for the new Hearthstone expansion, that I realized that I wanted to make a video for Magic the Gathering. So what I decided to do is just make a quick gameplay video of some draft matches I'm doing, since I always like to play draft once in a while, so I decided to play some Arena draft, which it does feel like some circumstances where it feels like Boros, the draft, but joking aside, the deck's actually pretty good when I was able to draft, so. Case in point. So, the opponent went Naya. Okay. We're just gonna play the Sky Knight Legionnaire, because this is a race. And we're probably gonna win this race from the looks of it, unless the opponent has a very nifty trick up their sleeve. Hey, LeDev Guardian. Okay, so the play here is we're gonna play this. We're not going to block. There's a rock. Okay. We're still just gonna go in. Then we're gonna just blow this, because this is a card we don't want to keep on the battlefield. Then damage will be dealt. Then we play Hammer Dropper, and I think that's game. Yep, that's game. Maniacal Rage on a Healer's Hawk. It's kind of silly. But, yeah. So far it's going to be interesting, because Attica Draft is peculiar online, because it's like people are either playing Boros or Dimir. It's still fun to do paper drafts, since you can still get away with some weird shenanigans, though the archetypes have been starting to form and such. As for Standard, I kind of like Standard at the moment in paper, because, well, it's actually kind of healthy now. I can actually get away with playing a 1000-Year Goblin deck, which makes me happy and such, and lucky enough I'm able to toy with other deck archetypes successfully. That's kind of a healthy format, when you can actually test stuff out without worrying about the meta completely kind of going, crushing you. I mean, there's still archetype matchups where I will die, obviously, like, if I'm going against a Boros midrange or Boros aggro deck, chances are I am going to probably die. But for the most part, the meta's been relatively healthy, like, because people were thinking, like, oh, Gagari midrange was going to be at the Pro Tour everywhere, and while there was a big presence, as people saw, the top 8 was just a lot of Boros aggro. Which, granted, the main reason why that happened was because that tournament also had a drafting portion, which, as many people are kind of joking, it seems like more people should now learn how to draft and all that stuff to be a lot more better, yada yada yada, etc, 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 etc. But that's kind of side detail. I don't follow the professional tournaments that much, but that's kind of what I've been hearing. Okay, let's see if the opponent... Okay, plays a kitty. Gotta remember that has reach, so... we won't attack in just yet. I should actually remember that. This has This is just a really good uncommon they put in Guilds of Ravnica. Really good uncommon. Really good. But yeah, I also kind of came to the conclusion from looking at the Ultimate Master set. This is kind of the new, kind of like high tier draft set. I think I'm going to just probably draft the set at least once or twice, but I don't really want to buy up bots or anything. I think the bots are a little bit too pricey. Well, that trade was going to happen, so. But still, it is kind of nice to see that there is some reprints for people who need those cards for Modern and such. Especially Boggles, which, for me, I'm a little salty against Boggles, drafting Boggles archetype and playing it against Modern. But they did need the reprints, and it's kind of nice to see that the Boggle players had some love too, along with other players. It's also nice to see a lot of the reprints from the Kamigawa block, as well as just pretty much the Rise of Eldrazi reprints as well, such as Eldrazi Conscription for Commander players and such. It's kind of nice to see those. Okay, so I think the play here is... We're going to sack now, because this is getting in our way. The opponent might have a combat trick. And if so, at least we fish it out of his deck. There we go. Okay, we might have lost this potentially, because unless we draw the Experimental Frenzy that we toyed with in this deck that we were able to draft, usually this is the part in Boros where you are in trouble. We will initiate the trade, initiate the trade, initiate the trade. Okay. Well, we got a big blocker, so there we go. But yeah, other than that, I just got done with the holiday shenanigans, which were fun. It was nice to see the family and such. So, doing that was kind of pretty cool, especially just seeing just family's interactions and such, especially my brother who just came back from Colorado and such, so that was fun. Well, not Colorado, bless him. California. He originally lived in Colorado, but now he's in San Francisco in California because... Aww. Because he's working for a company there, so it's nice to see that. Ooh, boy, we are in trouble. I mean, we're not dead, but we are in trouble. And I don't think that saves us per se, but it's not a bad draw. It's also kind of cute because now we can actually put counters on the Cyclops. Question is, do we want to attack in with the Cyclops with this current board state? It can be argued for yes or no. Well, obviously we're going to block there. Okay. Well, we have to attack with that, so we're going to attack with the token. It's going to be blocked by the Whisper. Okay, we're gonna block here just to get those triggers out of the way now. Block here. There's an argument to block here, but I think I'll take the damage now. Well, now time for the experiment. Interesting. Uh-oh. So we gotta remember that this can... We cast a 1-minute instant spell, this will get 1. Deal 2 damage to something and kill it. I think what I'm going to do is do it like that, and do it like that way, because then I can cast this. And it was not perfect, but it dirtles, so there we go. There we go. I mean, if the opponent has any way to be aggressive, we are dead at the waters now. Well, close, but because we can block the token here, and we can block here. Jeez. Well, I'm gonna play this. We're gonna play this. We'll play land for turn. We'll play the rock. And people wonder why its Elemental Frenzy can sometimes be a silly card. Gee, I wonder. Oh, wait, the volume went down on this thing. Hang on a minute. Ah, there we go. Well, the opponent's trying to do some math here to see if he can find a way to get at least 1 point of damage in. Oh, that's a good start. So he's going to tap down, obviously, the Cyclops. And a Hunted Witness, so I don't get the lifelink token. Makes sense. And yeah, we're just going to block here. Yep. Oh boy, I think that's one of my friends. Hang on a minute. Oh, yep. I'll talk to him in a bit. It'll be nice to talk to an old friend, so... Interesting. We could put it on the Steamkin. We could also put it on just a rock, since that is, at the moment, one of the more... It's going to deal damage no matter what, so that might actually be the good idea. And we play that. Then we play that. Then we play land for turn. So he has 1, 2, 3 creatures. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 potentially creatures. I'll keep 4 up just to be safe. Well, 5 to be super safe, I guess. Ooh, this is going to be a close game. Or maybe not close at all, but... Oi. I gotta be careful of how many cards I play here. We will play the Hammer Dropper. There we go. Okay, so the only way the opponent wins now if he has a second luminous... If the opponent has a second luminous bonds. But I feel like I did have to be a little bit greedy there. That could have been the cost of the game, but... We'll see. Okay. Putting counters on stuff. Okay. Oh, I have to block here. Well, let's think about this. If I bring this, it will be a flyer, which is tempting. Ugh, this one's a hard one. Let's think about this. So if I swing in with that, I swing in with this, the mental trigger will happen, which will make this a 4-9, which is not bad. So attack for 4, 9, is 9. I think this is where I'm just going to have to see if the opponent doesn't do great trades here. Honestly, we're going to make this fly. We're going to give this the counter. good game. Ah, that was a close game. Still, I got some shenanigans out of it, so that was good. Anyway, we both got a win and a loss out of that, so that's good. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. This is LevDev, signing out.